Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic Fan. Welcome to the stream. Streaming Saturdays. If you didn't know by now, I'm only streaming on Saturday nights. I used to stream at 11 a.m. and 11 p.m., but now I'm only doing 11 p.m. Pacific time. I think that's going to work out a lot better. So, welcome then to the Saturday stream. Let's see, Twitch shows that my connection is good, and YouTube seems to show that that's good, and my chat system seems to be good. So I think we're good, we're ready to play. We're gonna have, of course, the amazing cam right here to switch over when something amazing happens. And the card cam, actually, I'm going to unbox a couple of weird and interesting things. Totally not Magic related. First of all, Star Trek Skybox Master Series. I'm gonna unbox this a little bit later. So, what is this? We'll see. Not unbox, but, crack a pack. And then after that, we're gonna do Melting Pot. All Chromium Collection cards by Comic Images. These are from the 90s. No joke. We'll open these a little bit later. They're from the 90s. Never been opened. When you go to your local comic shop, you might find some interesting things there that no one, that are just like totally lost. So, lost to the sands of time. So we'll open those together a little bit later. We're gonna get these opened up a little bit later. So how's everyone doing in the chat? Having a good day today so far? Hopefully you're having a good day. So today is day 1 of the new season, and you must play a game to receive your season rewards. Yes, of course. So I logged in and it wasn't on camera, so you didn't see my rewards. So we'll crack those rewards, and then we'll actually do a little gameplay. So I got some gold and a couple of boosters. I did not get that high on my season this time around. Last season I got up to Diamond, maybe Diamond 3, probably Diamond 4. That was the highest I ever gotten. This year I was not even able to make it to Platinum. I don't know, I just felt like people were too good on Constructed. And then on Limited, I guess also I did not do very well on Core Set 2020 drafting. But anyway, here's some rewards. So I'm not really hungering for any particular cards. Temple of Triumph. Now I want these cards in real life. Digitally, I don't really need them, but maybe we'll make some fun deck together. And if you haven't seen my video, I did a crack-a-pack of 240 cards, 240 booster packs that Wizards of the Coast gave me as part of my featured streamer event, and that ended up getting me lots and lots of commons, uncommons, rares, and mythics. So I'm not hurting for any kinds of cards at the moment. We can make any kind of deck that we want. If we want to do anything together, we can do that a little bit later. Plus, I've got tons of gems and gold, and I'm at 422% vault progress. Wow. So let's play this Omniscience Draft. This is the draft that you can play any. Let's read it again. You draft 3 packs, and you keep the cards. You don't have to pay the mana cost for spells you cast. No need to put lands into your deck. You'll also get 1 mana of each color each turn for use with abilities. You start with 3 cards. Let's play that. So if you can play anything, you gotta be on the lookout for cards that draw you cards, and like big bomb cards, right? So what are the big creatures here? Glinthorn Buccaneer. When you discard a card, deals damage to each opponent. Discard a card, draw a card. Only if it's attacking. Okay, weird. How about a 4/4? Whenever you lose life, maybe. Octoprophet 3/3 and it scries. Let's see, the biggest creature here. I guess we'll do the Vengeful War Chief. 5 mana will be no big deal in this format. Maybe that Boreal Elemental. Let's grab that Boreal Elemental. It's a 3/4 flyer. Casting costs will not matter, right? How about this 4/4 plus counters? Okay, let's maybe grab okay, and then Reduce to Ashes is important maybe. Let's grab the uncommon cards and then we'll go in for some commons. Dragon Mage, everyone gets new cards, so that might be fun. So will it work just to draft anything? Reckless Strike, Leafkin, I don't need more mana, right? Befuddle draws you a card. Let's try it like that. Let's just go for hodgepodge, everything. And if there's things that draw you a card, we might grab those. I want that mammoth at a certain point. Frilled Sea Serpent, Vortclaw. Yeah, free 7/7. That might be good. Lavakin, Reduced to Ashes to wreck their stuff. We wheel back here, so let's do the Octoprophet. And do we want a 3/2 with life or a 4/4? Let's do the 3/2 with life. And they convolute. Mana costs don't matter. Inspiring Captain will make everything big. Unholy Indenture. When it dies, return it stronger than ever before. Nah. And Tectonic Lands will not matter. And Inspire that charge, and then the Aegis. Okay, so I've got like all the colors, but supposedly Omniscience Draft, it won't matter. Does that mean I want 2 Vortclaws because I'm going to be able to summon them easily? Probably. Consistency, right? Ooh, do I want a Planeswalker? Probably.
I seek a path to peace.
He seeks a path to peace. Here I probably want the Frost Links to lock something down. But what about a Captivating Gyre? Return up to 3 target creatures to the owner's hand. Yeah, that'll be cool for a free casting cost, right? Now the problem with the free casting cost is that you can only do it like one at a time, right? One per turn or something. Frost Links to lock them down. Another Frost Links. There's the bow. There's a 4/4. Portal of Sanctuary bounces things back. Flyer. Let's get that flyer. And Inspiring Charge. Hey there, Stevie. How are you doing? I'm playing Omniscience Draft, where you can play cards for free. So any card that you have there, you can totally pay for free. So that means I probably want to get like the biggest, bestest creatures. How was your first week of class? I know you started some new classes. Everyone's starting some new classes this week. Let's see, do we want a big old Ox, Pulse? That gains you some life. Sure. Aerial Assault, wreck stuff. And Fairy Miscreant, draw cards. Or how about a big old 5/5? We'll go with another 3/2 in the air. So you said you were doing a drawing class? You went with a drawing class this semester? Life drawing class. Okay, looks good. Great teachers so far. Okay, cool. I never took a life drawing classes. I did take some of the drawing classes. I did take some of the drawing classes, but never any of the life drawing classes. 2 Zephyr charges and no one wanted. Ooh, Kaikar, he's a cool guy. Or how about a 4/4, return another creature you control. You bounce something back to your own hand. Maybe we'll see if it wheels around. We'll get Kaikar. Ooh, we'll get to Rotting Regisaur. That might be amazing, because you're only going to have 3 cards in your hand. Noxious Grasp, Aerial Assault. So basically the cards that draw you cards and destroy things seem pretty good. Eternal Isolation. Befuddle draws you a card. So I gotta be on the lookout for cards that draw you cards. Like another Befuddle. Yeah, I don't know if this Omniscience Draft will be amazing. Your first week we learned how to draw and figure out posture, the body, and next week we're going to learn to shape the skeleton. Okay, cool. Yeah, drawing figures is one of the most hardest things. Hands especially. I know, okay, so I like to draw and stuff, but mostly cartoony style. And I know I have a hard time with hands. So whenever I try to draw hands, I often look at my own hand to kind of see what my hand looks like to try to draw it, but I always have trouble with that. I guess a Rabid Bite. Angel of Vitality in case I've got a lot of life. Doubtful. Hardcover. Draw a card then discard a card. Big Old Serpent. Mill them for blue. How many other people are there in your class? Eternal Isolation. Captain. Flyer. Angel. Flyer. Golem. Okay. I'm gonna play one game where the deck is this, which is everything, and it's gonna be weird. Then I'll play it again, but only with like a good amount of cards. Actually, how many cards are in my deck anyway? So it's full 16 to 18. Are there any people in your class that you know from other classes? Alright, so this will be weird, sure. So again, look at this. This is so weird. 0 casting cost. And do I want to get a reduce plus a Zephyr? I don't need Zephyr. Probably I'll remove that definitely from the deck. And I can befuddle if I want. So weird. So weird being able to play with any cards at all. Okay, so let's see what happens. You start off with 3 cards. Everything costs 0 totally. So, let's see what we get. Versus Aseb. They're a little confused. How does this even work? Okay, Piranha, who cares? I guess what I'll do is I'll attack with that Piranha and then befuddle. They also have one of those dumb little creatures or whatever. It's a new mode. Okay, so we'll let that happen. So we got that reduced to ashes, which will be amazing. But let's see what happens here. So, in theory, I have this complete casting cost of 0 for befuddle. They're gonna get one thing killed. Fine. Oh, are they gonna befuddle me? Well, what if they have a 0 if they have a 0 power there, then that damage will not hurt me. So let's see what happens. They draw their card. Are we gonna throw a bunch of cards at each other? Okay, that's good. Then I will finish them off. Target creature you control, target creature you don't control. Oh snap. So then my octopus bit that piranha. There we go, and okay, that's dead. Hilarious. This is such a weird draft. So how's everyone doing in the chat today? What did you do today? Do anything productive? I was very productive. I was organizing my comic books. The problem with organizing my comics is that... Ooh, that's a pretty cool card. The problem with organizing my comics is that then at some point... you kind of stop and then read them instead of just organizing them. Okay, so I can reduce to ash that if I need to. Or I can try attacking again, and if they block, I can befuddle again and draw a card. Blood-soaked altar. Interesting. Let's see if they know how to use that. You watched a friend stream most of the day, then ended an official summer at SeaWorld. Alright, cool. Did you get splashed by the dolphins? Ooh, look at that. That's a 7/7 I can summon for free. That's so wacky. Let's see what happens if they block with that agony. They don't. Fine. Let's wreck it, Ralph, right over here. Dunzo, and then let's summon a 7/7. Why not? And we'll end our turn. Whoops, we've got a 7/7 and a 3/3. How does that even happen? Okay, so I definitely want to go through this deck and take out the really junk cards because I had to pick a couple that were total junk, like that Zephyr. That Zephyr charge, an enchantment that gives things flying. I don't really think I need that at all. So they're going to befuddle me. Fine. That draws them a card. Looks like they don't really have too much to work with. They could do something with that altar. Oops, no. Okay, well, that'll cause me to discard, so I'm going to have to spend this card. That's still going to cause me to discard, actually. Fine. I'll let that get discarded instead of the card I'm about to draw, which might be better. That gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That doesn't do anything. It's until the end of your turn, which is about to end right now. Unless you do your cool altar thing. I'll give you a 5/5, but I still have a 7/7. Yeah, I think they're having a little trouble to figure this out. Reading the card explains the card. Let's switch over here actually to the amazing cam. Reading the card explains the card. And I get a 5/5. Okay, well, let's attack, and then we will summon a cool 5/5 creature. Okay, it's kind of a lot of damage. Fine, and then now this is a 4/6. Alright, what does everyone in the chat think? Might I possibly win this game? Okay, it's a 1/3 with Death Touch. Fine. It's going to draw them some cards, which is always useful. Then they have to discard. With so little cards in hand, that might not be the great thing. So we got a nice vote of confidence over here. Thank you for that. Let's see what happens. They've got a Death Toucher, so You never want to shake hands with them. And they're thinking very hard of what to do. So they might attack. They didn't attack. Okay, cool. So what about we go... How about we go with a 7/7 in the air? They're probably reading the card and they're like, whoops, time to rage quit. Oh no! The only time a counter spell is ever gonna do anything. Fake. Okay, you've got a 2/2 now that still does nothing. You've got a 1/3 death touch. It was very unexpected. Okay, so they better have something amazing as their final card, and instead of wasting my time with that counter spell. Mind Rot. There's nothing to Mind Rot me, so good game on that. Weird. Okay, well, we won one. Let's tune this deck a little better, because I just kept everything, and I really don't think I should have kept everything. So, we'll go back to edit the deck. First of all, I'm going to change the art. I don't like any... Let's put this angelic guy. Okay, so we have 45 cards. We can take out 5 cards that are worthless. Alright, so that taps their creature, fine. That makes the creature fly, draws me a card, fine. That destroys their artifact, fine. Ethereal gets their creature away, fine. Zephyr, okay, I don't need both of these. Target creature gains flying, nah. Blade Brand gets me a card, sure. Rabid Bite kills their creature, yes. Aerial Assault kills their creature, yes. Angel is an angel, yes. Befuddle, yes. Frost Links, yes. Barony, it's kind of weak, but it's just a 3/2. Rotting Regisar. Pulse of Marasa gains me a bunch of life. Ajani is Ajani. The charge makes +2s. Captain, fine. Octoprophet, fine. Tracker, fine. Kaikar, fine. Flyer, sure. Angel, Elemental. Vengeful guy, sure. Reduce. Stone. Herald. Captivating, maybe not. Frilled, Feral, Vort, Dragon Mage. Okay, well... can probably... Let's see what's not so useful. That's a 5/5, and everyone gets 7 cards. That might be way too powerful. 2 Vort's Claws I think are good. A 5/5, Death Touch, a Serpent, a Gyre. Let's get rid of that Gyre. Herald, Stone. Let's do just 1 Stone Golem, and let's try it this way. So we tuned the deck a little bit more to 40 cards instead of 45 cards. We'll see how that goes. And let me ask while this is loading up right here in the chat, who knows about this classic cartoon right here? Actually, let me put it on this camera over here. Who knows about this classic cartoon here, classic from the 90s? Anyone know about this cartoon from back in the day? I can summon all of this right now, and that'll be amazing. Oops, switch back to the game. So anyone know this card? Okay, so first of all, Angel. Vaguely. Tiny Toon Adventures. It debuted back in 1991. Okay, you gain life, create a 2/2 cat. If you have 15 or more, you win the game. Let's first create an Ajani's Pridemate, and then we'll gain some life. Okay, the next turn I can drop the Captain and make everything strong. Yeah, so Tiny Toon Adventures, this was back in 1990. It was one of my favorite cartoons at the time. It was like all of the young versions of the Looney Tunes characters. There was Buster Bunny, for example, right here. Wasn't the baby version of Looney Tunes. They were like kids, yeah, not quite babies. They were like 13 years old, 13 and 14 years old. But yeah, they were young versions of the Looney Tunes characters. There was Buster Bunny, which is, Bugs Bunny. But then there was Babs Bunny. Oops, they've got a Vort's Claw. But then there was Babs Bunny, so a girl Bugs Bunny. Oops, now that's flying. That's not good. And there was Plucky Duck, who was a, Daffy Duck version. But actually, let me get back to the game right here. This is not good. A 7/7 flyer. I cannot quite deal with that. But I guess we'll have to do it this way. If you have at least 15 more life than your starting total. I can't do this, can I? Nope, but I can do this. Let's gain life to make that a little bigger. Then we'll attack with only one of them. Let's see if they take the bait, if they're like, I'm gonna block your thing. That draws a card. Okay, good. I'll be able to befuddle some stuff. Actually, I should have befuddled that right now. What am I doing? Yeah, I should have befuddled that spider. Okay, so they're gonna attack. We'll befuddle them a little bit. They're still gonna hurt my Johnny. That draws me a card.
Reinforcements.
Call for reinforcements, Johnny. Call. Okay, next. Oop, they get a captain. They should have summoned that first. Alright, so, oops, I got a dragon right here. Let's just bring everything, right? So my angel now is a 4/4. +1 everything. Just go for it. 4 damage on that. Let's see if they still want to go after a Johnny. If they do, that's fine. They'll get tapped out. After all, you have to beat your opponent, not the Planeswalker. So who else? Then we had young version. This was Hampton J. Pig. He was the young version of Porky Pig. Then we had Dizzy Devil. He was the young version of the Tasmanian Devil. And there was the young version of nothing really. This is Montana Max. I guess he didn't really have any sort of analog. Alright, so yeah, they're going to go after my Johnny. Who cares? I'm the one with 34 life. That's okay, Johnny. You didn't let us down. Okay, that's on the floor. Who cares? Alright, so again, this might be too powerful. This dragon, if it hits, everyone gets 7 free cards. With 7 free cards, that might be too weird. Okay, everything's free, so let's do this. Let's summon that captain. Everyone gets +1. Cool. Then we'll attack. They'll block that. I guess that's fine. Alright, we'll befuddle them once they attack. They want to kill that. Okay, fine, I guess. Don't you want 7 free cards? Weird. Serpent, whatever. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 damage in the air. And they are not attacking. Okay, fine. That's another angel with more life. Fine. Okay, so I gotta send 2 things in the air. Let's see what they block. Will they block that 4 or that 3? And whichever one they block, I can befuddle to stop their damage and then draw a card. Yep, so they're gonna do it to that. Draws me a Rabid Bite. Nice. Nice, because then what happens here is this plus this equals dead. Alright, so their terror, that 7/7 flyer, is done. I've got 2 attackers in the air, and then game over. Sardina couldn't quite handle it. Amazing. Cool, so let's switch over to the card cam for a moment. So just to kind of show these cards again, there's Buster Bunny, Babs Bunny, she's so fun, Plucky Duck, Hampton J Pig, Dizzy Devil. So I'm not going to show all 77 of these cards, but put them here. Montana Max, he's so rich and bratty. And Fifi LaFume, full disclosure, I had a crush on her 20 years ago. Elmira, she is so interesting, sweetie. Okay, so Fifi was obviously the young version of Pepe Le Pew. Elmira, she was like the young version of Elmer Fudd. Sweetie Bird was obviously the young version of Tweety Bird. Then we have Furball. Who was he? I guess Sylvester the cat, right? And who else? Go-Go Dodo. He was the young version of the Dodo from one of the Warner Brothers cartoons. And we had Calamity Coyote, the young version of the Coyote. And Little Beeper, the young version of the Roadrunner. And Shirley the Loon, also known as Shirley McLoon. Not really the young version of anyone, but just a female Daffy Duck. Sort of. And a couple more here. Sneezer. Who was he the young version of? No one really, right? 2 more here. Concord Condor. He was the young version of some weird Condor character that barely came out ever on those Looney Tunes cartoons. And lastly, Bookworm the Worm. I don't think he was the young version of anything. But yep, all of these cards from my youth. And I used to watch that cartoon back in 1990. Probably not Jerry, because these are all Warner Brothers cartoons, although that makes sense. You know, Sneezer could be like a young version of Jerry, but Jerry from Tom and Jerry was from Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera? MGM. And Looney Tunes was Warner Brothers, so maybe, but let's get back to the game over here. And then in a little bit, I'll also crack some other cards. So we'll see what cards I get. So there's a new set, Magic set coming out next month. Or 2 months or something. Throne of Eldraine. Ooh, I get to go first. Okay. Throne of Eldraine. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to focus on, like, Grimm's Fairy Tales. And, oops, do they have a counterspell turn 1? Fake. And it's a cross between Grimm's Fairy Tales and what else? Arthurian legend, you know, King Arthur and all of that. So that's coming out in a couple months. Probably no pirates or dinosaurs in that, unfortunately, but a lot of fairies and So is this strategy going to work or what? Just auto-resolve all of this. That's a lot of 2/2s. Grimm's Fairy Tales King Arthur. Yep, I think that'll work pretty well. Okay, a lot of little creatures. So you have a lot of creatures on the ground, but what about a creature in the air? Plus draws me a card. Plus a flyer. Alright, so let's go in the air. Let's see if they block with that griffin. Eventually I'll do that inspired charge. They have some kind of instant that they're holding on to, which is right there. Fine. So they've built a pretty good field, but they've kind of tapped everything out. They're top decking. Let's see how that'll work. Okay, well, here's a 3/2 that gains me a lot of life, and I guess I'll hold off for a moment and see what happens here. I'll be able to block a lot, do my inspired charge, take out a bunch of things. They're thinking very hard. Speaking of Tom and Jerry, do you notice up here that the name of the opponent is Tom? Alright, well, this is telling you to hurry up. So it took you half an hour to decide to put that on and to tap something. Is it really going to take you that long? Come on, Tom. Are you joking? Alright, so you're going to tap something great of mine. Fine. Then you're going to attack with everything. Fine. Then I'm going to do inspired charge on everything of mine. Alright, so 6 damage is not going to kill that, but I guess we'll settle for killing these. I have my own Aegis. Okay, well... as long as I can absorb 3 damage, we'll put it right here. We'll tap that. Alright, so I've only got 3... You just let your yoked thing attack anyway. Okay, so... we definitely block this, and this, and this. They probably will have an instant to do the final damage. Yep, here's the instant to do the final damage. Look how lucky they are. Look how the algorithm hates me. Oh, well, that's not anything, actually. Huh, interesting. Okay, so I've got 1 life left. I'm not going to win this, but... I might win it if I can keep blocking their stuff. That's fun. Alright, so they managed to get some sort of instant... Oh, there's that. Okay, give something flying, who cares? This'll gain me some life to barely keep me hanging on. Yay, thank you, Dawning Angel. Okay, so... let's hold on right here if we can keep holding on. Alright, that doesn't do too much. Gains them life. That doesn't do too much. Ooh, I get Kaikar. Okay, that'll be cool. I can do stuff with Kaikar whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1. Okay, so I got a lot of... Ooh, look at that cool animation. Okay, so I've got a lot of stuff here, but I can't really attack. I'm building a very cool wall here. I was down to 1 life, and if it wasn't for these angels, who knows how I would have gone. Uh-oh, they're attacking with everything, so that's not good. Okay, well, first of all, let's block... I'm sure there's a trick somewhere here. Okay, so I can't even combine enough to do too much. Okay, well... let's see, this way. I guess my angel's going to croak, or I can keep my angel if I, okay, so I can definitely live right here, and then that lives, and that lives, and all of that. Okay, so I guess all my stuff lives, but if they have an amazing instant right here, okay, well, that was an amazing instant. Okay, well... where's my amazing instant? How am I gonna get rid of that griffin? If I have my blade brand, that gives me death touch. That'll get rid of it. Come on, I need my blade brand. There's a crab on the ground, whatever. There's a herald. What does this do? Put a 1/1 counter on another target creature with flying. Okay, this might be good. Yeah, this might be good. Okay, so I summon this 4/4. Then I pay Omniscience right here and pay this right here, and I will make this flyer into a... It says 2 people are watching, wonder if they have Lurker amongst us. Probably. I appreciate everyone watching at the moment. We might actually maybe win this. We were down to 1 life and it's coming back from the brink of oblivion. Unless, of course, they get something amazing. And they get a 2/3. Other creatures. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that becomes a 4/10. pack that in, right? But I want to show it right now that it's like, don't even come at me. Befuddle. Okay, well. I guess I will maybe keep making this stronger. Yeah, let's just keep making these flyers stronger. Yeah, let's keep making this stronger and stronger. Now that's a 9, 8. Hilarious. Let's bring out this prophet just to see what we can get. What's coming up? Aerial Assault and Vort Claw. Okay, I kind of like that. Keep those. Alright, let's see what happens here. I'm going to go for an attack. That's a 10, 9 in the air. If they combine 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If the opponent combines 3 blockers, they will be able to take out my Dawn Angel. But instead they took 10 damage. Okay. Huh. Interesting. 5, 9. They had me down to 1 life. Let's go over here to the amazing cam. They had me down to 1 life. Uno life. Each life. Ichi life in Japanese. Ein life in German. They had me down to 1 life. And with my life angels and other shenanigans, they're like, I can't take it. And they're done. So, good. Going to driver's permit on October 8th. Very cool. Have you been practicing? Okay, so if I put my arm out like this and I'm driving, what does that mean? This is going to be on the test. If I put my arm out like that, what does that mean? You're making a left turn. Yep, that's acceptable. Now my web camera is mirrored, so if I was pointing to the left like that, that would be a left turn, yep. And if I have it like this, and then up, stop, right, down, yep, that sounds good. You might have the particular concepts pretty well. Alright, they seem to have a lot of action here. Whoops, your your stone golem is an artifact. And let us attack in the air for massive damage like that. We'll get that angelic gift in a moment. 3-2, there's no lands, so that's worthless. This is a 2-1 first strike. I guess everything's flying here, but what I want is a card, unless they counterspell that, which I'm fine. If they do that, that gets me that. Okay. That'll work just fine. Poor little artifact creature. Okay, so if they attack me with a 3-2, all of that dies. I guess I'll hold off here. Yeah, so the Destructive Digger is totally worthless. Oh, look, actually, like, this is the first person ever that put a land in their deck? Who puts a land in the deck? And then that's a dragon. How does that even work? With treasures. This is fake. And that is a Lynx. Doesn't really matter what I tap out. And I can Blade Brand whatever they send at me. Sacrifice straw. This is like amazing synergy beyond another level that I can't even comprehend. Leyline. The red Leyline, that doesn't matter, right? Whenever you and or at least one permanent you control become the target of a spell, deals 2 damage. Okay, fine. Hey, we can get rid of something big, right? With power 4. Yup, that's like so fortuitous right there. Yes, go ahead and resolve that, whatever. Get a little damage, but then that serpent goes away. Good. So that was a complete top deck right there, that they had a huge creature. I guess their digger will wreck another artifact. Abomination, that's a good one. Loaming, oops, that's a good one too. They'll be able to bring everything back to their... I would probably pick everything, recycle everything. Any attacks? 3/3 in the air, I'm fine with that. How about a 7/7? Alright, it's at 7/7 now. They have a 5/5, which I can deal with no problem. So please send your 5/5 at me. I guess they're still gonna try to build some sort of amazing thing. So I'm dealing with Bookbound. No attacks, I guess. Oh, a lot of attacks, everything. Okay, fine. Let's do this. Let's block that flyer right there. We'll block that. 5/4. We'll block this 2 right here. And take out their big old 5/5. They're going to inspire, charge everything. Fine. That draws me a card. Okay, good. Everything gets a +2. Let's take it away from this. Draws me another card. Okay, fine. Ooh, that kind of damaged me a lot, but took a few things out. I guess that's not great, so I don't think I'm going to be able to win this. So in the air, that's already 5 damage. So okay, good game on that. I have no air defense. They had a lot. They had a lot adding up on their side. They really took out my board, so I don't think I was going to be able to pull too much out of that. Let's just move on. Spat Cat is the opponent. This is amazing. They go first, however, so let's see what happens. Alright, they get a big old 7/7. That's amazing. 3/3, who cares? And nothing else. Okay, well, let's see if we can get this stuff out. They have something that they are holding on to, huh? Alright, so a big old 7/7. Alright, that's pretty good. This is an instant, so let's bring that back. Plus a spirit, plus 6 life. Okay, amazing. So this is going to deal 3 damage to 2 things at once? That's amazing. Deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each of up to 2 targets. That's completely broken, isn't it? That wipes everything out? So yeah, let's move on. There's no way to handle that. 4 damage to anything, and then 3 damage to 2 more things? That's like not gonna be able to do... No one can handle that, come on. And a turn 1 on that, it's like, unless I have murder, then there's no way to handle it. And there's no murder in the deck, so... Alright, well, let's see what we get here. 4, 5... 5, 5... We have some sort of instant. Let's see if we can get this 4/4 out. And I've got a 7/7. So Inspired Charge can do some cool things. Alright, I guess they wanted to murder that. And then here we'll attack with lots of damage. 7 plus 4 is some number. Alright, so they're kind of tapped out on things. guess here... They can double block. I'll still take both of them out. Single block, that's fine. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Fine. Hey Mark, how are you doing? No problem. There's no such thing as late as long as you get there. So I'm trying to deal with... I'm doing Omniscience Draft to see how this goes. Alright, so everything is on the ground. Have 24 life. Alright, I can actually get rid of some of these things. Alright, so let's get rid of that Ceratops first. Then let's get rid of Artemsis. Then we go in for full attacks. Alright, so if they don't get some sort of instant shenanigans, I'll still be alive just fine. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell for this. Okay, that's dead. That's good. Then here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey, that's full. I don't know. Alright, well, instant shenanigans as usual. And we got up to 3 wins on this prize, 300 gems in 1 pack. Let's go claim... Wait, I guess I got 2 of them for some reason. So let's go crack those packs and see what we get. And then I got some real-life packs we can crack in a moment. This will be kind of fun. Nothing amazing. And on this booster, got a Chandra, Yarox, Fenlurker, and a Drakuseth. That's a card that was way too amazing a moment ago, so there it is. Okay, let's do this. Let's switch over to the card cam and do something a little bit different right here. Get my microphone just right over here. Whoops, I'm also moving the camera. Alright, so I was just showing my Tiny Toons cards. Mark, did you ever watch Tiny Toon Adventures back in the day? Babs and Buster Bunny and the whole gang and everything? So let's do this. Actually, let's check something here. If you're in the chat, could you say something in the chat to see if it appears on screen? Because I want people's chats to appear on screen. Just say a few syllables. Because I thought I had this properly set up that people's chat messages went those to unsupposed bugs and Lola's kids. Yeah, I did. For some reason, chat is not appearing on screen. Weird. Okay, let me go back to the editor over here. Card camera. Let's go to over here, copy this, go back over here, paste over here. Okay, now try that again. So see if you can type a couple of things and see if that appears on screen. It's supposed to be that if people chat, it is supposed to appear on screen. Alright, that's appearing. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. That's so weird. I don't know why the chat thing didn't work. Okay, anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some unboxings, but of totally off-topic things. So first of all, I'm going to crack a pack of Star Trek Edition Skybox Master Series. 6 trading cards per pack. Collect all 90. What a ripoff. 6 per pack, and you have to get 90. And what else up here? Original art compositions from The Final Frontier. Then on the opposite side over here, Skybox. This is 1993. These have never been opened since 1993. Produced and distributed by Skybox, Durham, North Carolina. Odds of finding limited edition Spectra cards are approximately 1 in 18 packs, because great cards are hard to find. Because great cards too are find. And what else do we see over here? Star Trek. Classic TV series, Star Trek. You'd sell that on eBay and make money with it, honestly, since it's great condition. I just bought these at the comic shop for like $1.99, so I don't think they're going to be that valuable. But you never know. And then Deep Space Nine and Next Generation. Alright, here we go. No looking back. I see my font is too small on the chat box again. Technology. Alright, so we have... What is this? This is the Traveler and Wesley Crusher. Shut up, Wesley. Let's see, can you that focus, please? There we go. Check out Wesley Crusher right there. Why does this make me laugh so much? What does it say here? Star Trek, The Next Generation. And it's the Traveler plus Wesley Crusher. It's the Traveler. And on the back, what does it say? The Traveler, Simon Galkin signature card. A gentle, intriguing alien, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so fun. That's one of the things that was there. Let's see what's next. And we have USS Enterprise. So just some fun art about the Enterprise flying around and different generations of the Enterprise, I guess. On the back we have just more info. Enterprise versus Bird of Prey from Star Trek 3 by Jerry Roundtree. Inspiration, Star Trek 3, Search for Spock. I tried to show the scene we never saw, the first buckling of the USS Enterprise as it was hit by the Klingon ship, just before it self-destruct. That's not what this art is showing. It's just showing 3 Enterprises. Is the back even... Doesn't even make sense. Okay, next, then we have more artwork here. Evolution, Star Trek The Next Generation. This is an episode where they go like billions of light years away or something, right? And they see some weird stuff. This is by Bob Eggleton. Inspiration, Balance of Terror, Romulan Bird of Prey. Yeah, these backs are not even showing what the fronts are showing. These cards might actually be a ripoff. You might be right there. Or maybe not, actually. So here we have an Orion Slave Girl from the original series. So they were green in the original series. And here they look gray. Even in real life, they look a little bit too blue or gray compared to my camera. Artist David Cherry, Whom Gods Destroy. This one does have the back. Orion Slave Girl, and then Orion Slave Girl. Those other ones don't make any sense. Did they print them wrong? The Orion woman is very fascinating to me. In order to create this painting, I watched this episode over and over, I'm sure, and decided to capture her unique, lovely dance on canvas. So yeah, okay, well, I like this card. This art here is pretty cool. This one over here is all right. And over here, this one just makes me laugh too much. Let's look at that thing again. Look at Wesley Crusher with the Traveler. He's saying, please teach me, traveler, teach me. Okay, so I got those for like $1.99 at the local comics and stuff. Stevie knows where this is at. This is in Plaza Bonita at the local comics and stuff in Plaza Bonita. And yep, so interesting. What do we think, chat? On a scale of 1 to 9,000, how much did you like me opening the Star Trek Edition all foil Skybox Masters? So let's get a close up over here. She's dancing just like in the original episode. All right, so let's open one more booster pack here. Let's have a little fun with one more booster pack. This is, you prefer magic cards? Yep, I think we mostly do here, but just for a little difference. Okay, here's a really weird one. Melting Pot. All chromium collection cards by Comic Images. Look for special prism cards. 7 cards per pack. Melting Pot is a mature comic book from the 90s by, I think, Simon Bisley, published by Mirage Studios, I believe. They're the ones that published Ninja Turtles. And it's kind of like a sci-fi swords and sandals sort of thing. Let's see, can we read this? Own a limited edition Boris print, probably Boris Vallejo, amazing artist. Only 5,000 signed and numbered prints made of work out, a valuable piece of frameable art. Send a money order for $100 plus $7 postage and insurance. Comic Images in New Jersey. Okay. Anything else of importance over here? Just a copyright notice, I guess. Melting Pot trademark. Prison cards. Prism cards. It might have sounded like prison because of this little guy right here. But I meant prism, which is, you know, foil or some weird stuff. Let's see here. Copyright 1993, Kevin Eastman. All rights reserved. Yeah, so Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird were the co-creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Their comic studio was called Mirage Studios, and they also published Melting Pot, a mature comic book about, like, I don't know, stuff. Okay, let's see what we get here. Hopefully this won't get me kicked off of Twitch and or YouTube. This opened up way too easy. I think the glue is not so good anymore after 25 years. So what do we have here? This is so shiny. Look at that. Just some, you can see the camera right there. Just some kind of scene of something. What are we seeing here? Just some creatures. And Melting Pot is number 69. Charging through destruction. Again, the old palace guard rally to defend it, etc. Okay, fine. This kind of looks really nice in real life, actually. Really nice and shiny. Actually pretty neat looking. I think so. Let's see what's this one. I can't quite tell what this is. Can that focus? There we go. Yeah, I cannot tell what this really is. Is it like 4 panels of action? These look way better in real life. Very chromy and shiny. And what am I looking at here? what are we looking at? Hold on a moment. Yeah, I can't tell. These are like really high quality. They're kind of remind you of the Chrome Evil Ernie. Oh, Evil Ernie, I remember that. My brother was so into Evil Ernie. I thought it was way too mean. Like the whole world is dead and Evil Ernie. Is this two of the same one in one pack? What is this? It's two of the same thing, but with two different chromiums? That's kind of cool, actually. Look at that. These look really interesting. And what's next? Yeah, like really high quality art style, but like some of these compositions, like this is like nothing. Like, what are we even looking at? We're looking over the shoulder of some guy and he's looking at some ruined buildings. I guess that's kind of interesting and artistic, but and this guy looks kind of cool. Wonder if different color borders are different rarity. Oh, that might be interesting. Yeah, different colors, different rarities. Yeah, one of them's worth 5 cents and one of them's worth 9 cents. This is kind of cool. This guy. Can we focus? Let me put it like this to focus. There we go. Focus. Look at this guy. I would not like to meet him in a dark alley or an alley with plenty of light. And lastly, oh, okay, that's the one that's going to get me banned on Twitch and YouTube. What are we looking at here? Passion Abounds. The exotic and beautiful Sade has lain claim to a blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yep. So yep, these are the cards that I got in this melting pot cards right here. So pretty interesting. All of that is for only $1.99 over at Comics and Stuff. And I knew about that comic, but I don't really have any of them in my collection, and I've got some cards there, and you all got to see them. Maybe they make a big picture. That makes sense. Maybe they all combine together, and then you make a big collage, and you put it up on your wall, and then your mom yells at you for having so many naked people on your wall. Anyway, so let's just play a little bit more. I've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. I'll go a little bit more. I'll see about trying to earn this reward here. So let's just play for no big deal this Boros thing. Logical sense in order to collect all 90. Yeah, you gotta catch them all. Okay, so we're playing the regular ladder with a not tier deck. I don't really care at the moment, however. This is my Boros deck, the one that you attach stuff to creatures to make them amazing. But let's see what kind of opponent we're dealing with. So the new season started. It dropped me back down to silver. I didn't really get that far this season on the ladder. Last season I got all the way to diamond, the best that I've ever done. This one I was really struggling at gold. I didn't even get to platinum, so it bumped me back down to silver. Just going off some chrome cards, 12 of them make a picture. That would make sense. Okay, are we gonna get counterspelled right here? Even if we do, we've got Valduk. No, we're gonna get growth spiraled, okay. As long as they don't have that freaking root snare, we'll be okay, because then we'll do a bunch of damage. Unless this gets counterspelled. Okay, I am fine if they counterspell Valduk. So they're kind of trying to build a lot of stuff here. Okay, next turn, Angelic Gift on Valduk, I suppose. Wilderness Reclamation, fine. It'd be neat if Magic did something like that, maybe. Alright, so my opponent has enough lands, I guess, to do their Nexus, right? With that Wilderness Reclamation, they can do a Nexus. So... yeah, they're going to do a Nexus right here, right? Alright, if they don't do anything meaningful on their second term, I'm conceding because Nexus players are like massive time-wasting people. So, right here they're just digging for that Nexus, and I guess they didn't get it. Okay, well, if they root snare me, I will also concede on this just because wasting all of this time. Alright, so am I dealing with a player with no win condition? Like, how do you even win with a Nexus of Fate? What are you trying to do on this deck? So just opting and digging for cards, trying to get that other Nexus, or Root Snare. So if my deck can't even beat that deck, it's like, why would the algorithm even match? Alright, let's move on. I'm not gonna deal with this player here. Have fun playing with yourself. And let's see if we get a little bit better of a match here. You know, that kind of deck is going to be full of Root Snares to slow the game down. Nexus to just... I like to mess with you. Definitely, I'm totally triggered right now. I'm ready to throw my lake in the laptop. And vice versa. Nothing. Another terrible draw, but I guess... if I just get one planes, which there's plenty of them. Okay, I'm dealing with a red player. They'll probably shock something. Dealing with S Elite 0091. They are the 91st most elite player. Now they're playing with a red deck. It's not that complicated. Just play your cards. Yes, I also have that. Okay, that's going to light up the stage. If you're gonna play a red deck, you should know how it works. Okay, a lot of direct damage. Amazing. Here's my planes. I'm actually thinking of what to do there, SS Elite. Do I attack with my haste creature, or do I not? You know, it's really hard to figure out what to do here. Now, they might have used up all their burn. If they didn't, I mean, if they did, that'll be good, because then I can Frenzied Rage my 10th district, and it'll just make it so amazing. But hopefully they drop their 3rd mana to do Cavalcade of Calamity. Oh no, one of those. Okay, that's fine. And okay, let's see about this. Don't need any more lands. And whoops, that's a 5/4. They'll probably let it through, because they'll be able to do a lot of damage that way. But then after that, I'll seal away their Spitfire. And if they put a Cavalcade out, this will be game over for me, because they'll be able to add up all of their damage. It's not a Cavalcade. Okay, we're fine. Okay, that was a pretty big hit, but then we can get this out of the way. What does this do? No one plays with this card. Whenever you discard a card, deal 1 damage to opponent. Okay, that's fine. You can hold off with a little bit unless they've got a lava coil. Nothing to worry about. Acrobat, that's fine. If I can get 1 more planes, okay, that's exactly what I need. Hey everyone in the chat, how are you doing? I'm holding off here for life. Tajik can get first strike, so this might actually work out. Doing good, maybe? We'll see here. They've gotten me down to 5, and they've got red mana, they'll be able to do some direct damage. You know, if they get a lightning strike, that's 3, and then they attack with 3 creatures, and I can only block 2. So right here, they're actually, if everyone in the chat can go report this person, they're obviously roping me here. Because they're like, oh, I thought I had it in the bag and now it's not working out there, so let's let the time run out for them. And no, I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt that their connection got broken. They are clearly messing with me because they were so close to winning it all, and then I've stabilized. Not really, because 5 life versus a red player is not a good place to be. Okay, so I'm gonna need to still just be defensive because the opponent has an advantage. Alright, so let's read this properly. Gains Death Touch, or gets +2. Let's just right away first strike Tajik, because whatever they do with that Acrobat is it's gonna be trouble. So so we're down to 4. So obviously, if they top deck an amazing pull of damage, then we're done. But okay, gains death touch. Who cares? Gains death touch. Who cares? Okay, well, again, my opponent is very reportable because they're just wasting time here. So everyone in the chat there, SS Elite 0091 is an amazing player. They have the best cards, the best strategy. I hope you run into them and have a great time playing against them. So all they need is their lightning strike, and I'm dead. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would be 11 damage. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would have been 12 damage. Shoot, I forgot to get that treasure. Okay, so 3 damage right here. Let's see. No lightning strike. Come on. No lightning strike. Oh, Ilharg. Okay. Trample, but not haste. Okay. We might be okay. No attacks. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Please refrain from spamming symbols. Ah, my Streamlabs is too mean. I'm not sure why it did that. Sorry about that. Sometimes Streamlabs gets weird. Okay. This is trample, so I've got to go for it. Double blocking. Oops, they just lost. And then to add insult to injury, let's just put some red protection on that. Yes, resolve that, please. Red protection. There we go. Whoops, that appears to be more damage than you think, SS Elite. Well, that was cool. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Probably Unbreakable, probably Settle the Wreckage because they've got a lot of attackers. So we'll get that out of the way. 5 damage to target Planeswalker if it's white or blue. That won't work. Prison Realm, that'll be probably useful. And what can we take out? Tajik, we got too many Tajiks. Prison Realm, 10th District is amazing. Seal Away Night Pledge, Angelic Gods Willing. That draws me more cards. That's a +2. Okay, that's fine, but let's take those out. Seal Away. I have enough stuff already. It's just that the Settle the Wreckage maybe might be useful. Thank you for that. Vote of confidence in the chat. You know, totally honest. Real talk, I don't quite like doing the ladder on stream because I take it way too seriously, and when I was about to curse up a storm right here, when this stuff happens like this, that this horrible opening hand is like this, I just don't like to do the ladder too much. Okay, so This is vaguely acceptable, but I have no protection. They're gonna have burn spells. I guess one of those, and they go first, so they're at that advantage. But let's see what happens again if we can maybe stabilize. Let it all out. I can't. I need to have a PG stream, because what I was about to say was going to be triple R rated. Okay, so that, of course, turn 1. Oh, but they had to mulligan a lot, so that's great. They had to mulligan a lot. Alright, so Knight of the Ebon Hand is amazing. They're going to be able to make it big next turn. I can't handle that. Light up the stage here. No skewer, okay. So, okay. This is getting way too big. Use some funny beeps. That might work. Okay, well, at least they're gonna... Everything's gonna... Got another one of those, okay. That's fine. Okay. Okay. They're getting a little out of hand. So, a 3-2. Uh-oh, they're good gaming me. So here I should be able to... That's a 5-5 that... If they don't get their third land, that'll be great. Okay, so... we'll take out their biggest creature. It's getting a little bigger, fine. Right here, I just need more blockers, so... Those are all 3 mana. Yeah, this is so fragile. I need a blocker. I'm gonna do a blocker because 5/5 blocker is fine. I shouldn't be too greedy about doing stuff. So okay, let's see if we can possibly. Okay, well, they're just getting a lot of bad luck with no mana. But again, all they need is like 1 Skewer the Critics. If they attack with the Scorch, I'm down to 3. Oops, okay, I gotta seal away. I want that, of course. Okay, I want to leave the seal away in my hand when they make that knight come out. So, I'm going to make Tajik a little bigger. Got some defenses here. If they attack with 2 Scorches, I'm down to 2 life. Then they hit me with a shock and I'm dead. So I don't think I'm going to make it out of here. Like, the odds are way too against me that everything's... You know, there's a lot of burn in their deck, of course. So... Alright, so those are those 2. We'll get this out of the way here. And like I said, those 2 damage go through. There's a shock in their hand. Yep, they're holding on to their shock already. Check it out. Huh. No shocks. Okay. Weird. All that needs to happen, you know, is 1 shock. But at least we get to do 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. That was 15 or 16 damage, right? OMG. OMG. The RNG was so over the top. Like, they got no lands. They got so much burn. They were so aggro. I was so fragile. I was like dead with a skewer, the critics, or a shock for way too long. I'm sure they just right now destroyed their computer in a mad rage because just this bad luck. And all my little critters got together and did what needed to be done, and we got it done. I'm about 15 minutes away from 2 hours, and I will I'm 15 minutes away from 2 hours, so let's just play a little bit more. Let's play with a serious deck. Why do I torment myself? I'm playing with a not serious deck in the serious ladder, and then of course I'm gonna get stomped by people that are playing serious. So let's play serious. Let's play this mono blue deck that has gotten me to diamond. So let's see how this goes. And then when I get to the 2 hours, then I'll kind of wrap things up. What time is it? It's 12:45 in California. So not amazing, but let's see what they have. This will give me a chance to see what they have. I'm battling Tommy Killer. They're gonna do something with Simic. If I get my, which I didn't, Curious Obsession. Let's see. Druid, they're gonna try to ramp. Getting a lot of lands there, alright. Guess it'll be safe to bring out this 3/4. We're trying to ramp at the moment, nothing big to take out my Jhin. So I'll put pressure that way. Not getting any card draws or counter spells. So I feel naked without them. And they have a Mu Yang. Oh, okay, well, they're kind of reaching.
But I'll fight if I must. Call your temper.
Fine. I guess that's gonna waste my time for a while. But they're not getting any... Okay, we'll leave a dive down to counter the... And an elf. Elf on the shelf. We will prevent that. They could have a counter spell here. That's fine, I guess. If they wasted that counter spell, that's still a 2/4. Curious Obsession, fine. I gotta waste my attacks. I guess this will be good here. And then we'll go over here. That's on the ground. I doubt they'll block with their Llanowar.
This quest was unfortunate.
A Spell Pierce. Okay, we'll have a Miscreant. I got 2 4/4s in the air. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana in total. It's pretty good. What are they up to? What's the big end game here? A Hydroid Krasis, maybe? Narset. I guess it's fine that they do spend on their 2 mana dorks to stop the Spell Pierce. They'll be tapped out of lands, so 8, 9, 10, 11 damage directly to them. And they're not plussing it or anything. Okay, fine, this is lethal, right? One, okay. Fine. 1 life to them. Bioessence, who cares? It doesn't have reach. That's a 9/9 on the ground, right? Who cares?
Open mind.
Negate, who cares? I think we might get this win. Because everything's in the air. Yep. Negative 12 damage. Alright, so they're doing Simic, green and blue. Return something that's red or green, protection from red, counter a creature, negate something, tails end. Let's put those gusts to throw their mana dorks back. Tails end will let me counter their activations. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I got stuff to do here. Curious Obsession, Spell Pierce, Leyline, turn 1, plus a no mana dork. Okay, well that's a big downfall for not have... You had your Leyline. What was your deck or side deck? What was that? Your deck or side deck? That was showing me, yeah, my sideboard. I didn't really feel I had too much in there to work with. Okay, so here I will be able to... Curious Obsession, happy sounding song in the background. Yeah, it's on the pop station. So here they have enough mana for them to get out a Planeswalker, but I've got a Spell Pierce. That's a lot of mana dorks. Okay, well, hopefully if I get my 3rd land, I'll be able to counter that. Not a 3rd land. Okay, fine. We'll end the turn. We have too many Djinns. Alright, so I have no useful lands, plus a counter on everything. Okay. That's kind of strong. Okay, there's my 3rd thing there. Okay, so we got Wizard's Retort for their big old Planeswalker or Spell Pierce. Another Druid. Okay. These Leafkins are going to be able to make a lot of mana. I guess I gotta get that out of here. Are they going to try to negate me? Whoops. Can Can you negate a spell pierce? We're gonna tap that. Okay, fine. Spectral. Okay, well, let's go in. They're gonna be able to generate a huge amount of mana. Tail's End will actually stop their activation of that ley line, so alright, 2 cards in hand. They've got 1,000,000 mana. Okay, let's Tail's End on that. Like, what? How can you stop my ley line? It's doable. Then we've got a Yang, and then we will say nope to that. Oops, they will be able to still get it out. That Spell Pierce. Yeah, let's throw the Spell Pierce. They'll be able to stop it anyway, but they'll tap out.
Cooperation is the path to self-improvement.
They didn't +1 anything. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see if we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 5... 10... I don't think they can do 17 damage to me. I don't think they're going to be able to do 17 damage to me. So we'll just go for the face. Another Spell Pierce. Okay, alright, this is lethal. Because I got a 4/4 and a 2/2. Even if they +1, okay, Moo, who cares? Yeah, they're gonna pay for that, no problem, but that'll tie up their land for other stuff. Alright, so they're gonna pay that.
Use your skills, and I can teach you even more. Bow to the howling winds.
Alright, so they weakened my fairy. How rude.
My strength.
Alright, so that Jin gets a little bigger. Let's just go straight for the dome. As long as I've got some blockers, I'll be fine. Yeah, let's do this. Let's take out a bunch of flyers. And that's still 3/3. Yeah, let's just go with numbers here. Even if they -2 something of mine, I still have a lot of air attacks. So, how much is that? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 damage.
My friend.
I have one blocker in the air, and then a Vivian. Uh-oh.
With the arcbow at my side, I can't lose a fight.
I believe that. Something's gonna fight something. Oh no, okay, that's a...
Jaguar's roar is music to my ears.
Is this a rabid bite on something?
Teamwork is strength.
Okay, that's a 3-5. I think we'll be okay even if they attack, because that's only 3, 4, 5 plus 4, 9. And this is... They could root snare right here, right? Oh, man. Well, I have a counter spell. Okay, so let's go all in. This is GG, because they've only got one blocker. And if they try to root snare, I've got a retort. Yeah, so just one blocker, that's it. I think this is it, Tommy Killer. Yep. Okay. -10. All right. There we go. Silver tier 3. Climbing on up. All right, everyone. Well, I've been streaming for just about exactly 2 hours. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, but we've had our fun on the chat, and we have to say that school's out. Buster and Babs are going to go have some fun. Hey, look, they put the logo right on Plucky's face. That looks funny. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't seem like 2 hours, but it's 2 hours and 48 minutes. So, thanks everyone for hanging out with me and Babs Bunny and everything. So, I'll be back again next time. And don't forget to follow on Twitter. Join the Discord. Check out my stuff that I'm putting out on YouTube soon. Another entertaining stream. You're welcome. You're welcome and such. Okay, on Monday I've got a deck tech to release. I'm doing the Vivian Planeswalker deck upgrade that's coming out. I'm also doing the video version of my podcast. Hopefully you've heard what happened to my A through Z series of the Nintendo games. Well, I try a lot of different things and then I check my stats, and if things do well, I continue. It wasn't really doing too well. Let me check my stats right now. Actually, you won't be able to see it, but let me check my stats right now, and the NES A to Z was just not working, and it's kind of a lot of work to do all of these things. So if people are, if the diehard fans like you, which I appreciate, are watching, but like not enough more people are also watching, it's like way too much work for not too much return. Let me just check my stats again. What was it called again? NES. I hate the new stupid YouTube. Doesn't show me the stats that I want. Doesn't feel complete. Tell us more. Broken. Stupid new YouTube. What I want to see all my videos with a certain keyword and their stats, and it just shows me a list of what those videos are, but not their stats. So let me go back to the old YouTube again. They're just pushing it on us, and it's just terrible. So here we go. Classic YouTube. Okay, so here's some stats if people care. The 1942 video has 18 views, and I released that back on May. Adventure Island has 16 views. Blaster Master has 10 views, and it's an amazing game. Castlevania 3 has 16 views, and DuckTales has 8 views. So, sorry everyone, those are horrible view counts. No one's watching them. I know you, the loyal fans, are, but that's just not enough views to justify doing the voiceover, getting the footage, putting the music, and all of that. So editing portion is easier on it, though, other than I hear that. Nope, it's all hard. The editing and the voiceover, everything's all hard. But if people enjoyed it, they enjoyed it. Same thing with the Most Evil. Let's see what the stats on that one are. Most Evil. Oops, well, these are kind of okay. Duress, 95 views. Fell Spectre, 197. Active Treason, 38. Mind Rot, 66. Assassin's Trophy, 30. Vicious Rumors, 88. Rakdos, 128. People love that one. Drill Bit, 32. And The Haunt of Hightower, 65. These are good-ish. I guess Evil Mage should make a return, because these are good stats. So March was the last time I did the Most Evil. But then the most popular of all are my upgrade videos. When I upgrade these Planeswalker decks. Let's see the stats for that. Way back in January 2018, when I first did those upgrade videos, I did Angrath Minotaur Pirate for Ixalan, 5,789 views. When I did Vraska for Rivals of Ixalan, that was 4,031 views. Teferi in Dominaria was 3,900. Chandra was 3,500. Then when we went to Core Set 2019, Johnny was 2,600. Tezzeret was 3,300. Liliana was 2,200. Vivian was 2,200. And Sarkin was 1,400. So great views on that. Then on Ravnica, Guilds of Ravnica, Vraska was 4,000. Ral was 3,900, so 4,000. Then on Ravnica Allegiance, Dovin was 3,200. Domri was 1,600. People didn't like Domri at all, I guess, because he betrayed us. Then on, what was next? War of the Spark. Jace was 1,900, so 2,000. Gideon was 1,100. Only 1,100. R.I.P. Gideon. And then the most recent ones, you know, they're still climbing and stuff. You gotta go for the moment kids are killing each other. Okay, see you next time, Mark. You gotta use a pacifism on them. Okay, Ajani, the latest Ajani was 322, but that one barely came out 4 weeks ago, but that's climbing. Mu Yanlin is 279. Soren, 123. Chandra is 49. That's the latest one that just came out a week ago. So my Planeswalker deck videos are some of my most popular of all, so I definitely will keep doing those. The NES A to Z, I guess not. People aren't really paying attention. Most Evil, I guess I could come back to those. And then the streams. So that's a little bit behind the scenes. I can't quite show my screen here what I'm talking about, but you can see me. Anyway, that's been 2 hours of streaming. I appreciate everyone that's hanging out. I'll do it again next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow on Twitter, Discord, YouTube, all those great places. This has been VM Campos, and I'll see you next time.